Quick intro to holiday rentals. Holiday rentals or short-term rentals can be found on the left-hand menu that has several sub-items. Also, in the system configuration, there is a short-term rentals area with different menus to configure the behavior of the holiday rental logic. In the calendar, as well as all the other menus, you will always find the on-screen help. The first thing to do is to go through all these different on-screen helps to understand what each screen is made for. You will find everything related to a calendar where you will visually see the bookings made. The colors also have specific meanings and are related to statuses, blocked, and so forth and so on. You can click on any of those dates to create a booking or to see an existing booking. The current booking will give you the details of this specific booking, properties, calculation of prices, etc., as well as allow you to register the clients that are actually staying in the property with all their details. In the bookings menu, you will find all the bookings that have been made. They will also show statuses. You can go to archive bookings, you can add, and you can do searches. The short-term rentals menu basically gives you the list of all the properties that are set as short-term rentals inside the property. Here you can see properties in bold and not in bold. This basically refers, like anywhere else, to owned listings and non-owned listings. Pricing can be only for short-term rentals or can be combined for short-term rentals and sales and even long-term rentals. For a price to show up in the list here, you must put the price into the actual price date ranges. If today there is no price available, there will be no price shown. Prices can be set by day, week, 2 weeks, months, and so forth. Work orders are for maintenance and so forth. You can create and define those work orders. Cleaning lists are made for cleaning of the holiday rental property. Within the system configuration, when we go to short-term rentals, you will see that there is a possibility to create common extras for rentals. That means that you can upsell certain elements in a given rental. Cleaning management will allow you to define what are prices and structures for every single cleaning that you can imagine. You can then create work order types to identify about which kind of work orders it handles. Rental periods allows you to create calendars for standard periods so that you can define for specific periods, whether that's being months, weeks, or even days, to be higher, middle, lower, or even higher periods. Payment methods are here to define how payments are being made. Let's look into an actual property. Let's go edit. The precondition for a rental property, it needs to be set as a transaction type for rent, obviously. Simply clicking the for rent switch here will add a tab here. When we click on rent, there are several types of rent possible. Today we are focusing on short-term rentals. Once we click this, all this information becomes available. Now here you find some distinct fields. First one is the iCal URL. It is possible to synchronize availabilities of this property with external systems. For that we use the standard iCal. This allows us to put one or multiple iCal URLs so that we can synchronize with multiple platforms, and we can do that in both directions. That means bookings being made externally for this property. When we have the iCal URL here, we'll also create bookings within the CRM system. Bookings made in the CRM system, let's say from our website or manually, they are also being updated in the external systems, in other words, being put unavailable there. In most countries, there is a license number required to do a short-term rental. This is where you would put that. The rental commission refers to the amount of money or the percentage of the rental value that is being charged by the agency. If we now have a shared situation where there is another agency involved, then we can even put the shared commission percentage if that other agency would come with a client to a property that we are having for rent. The security deposit comes standard from the agency settings and will be automatically filled at the creation of a property. Next, you can set the minimum period that this property can be rented for. This can be done in days, months, and weeks. Rental commission notes are related to the rental commissions and has all to do with information about these commissions, especially when sharing the property with other agencies and making usage of our Optima MLS. Then comes the calendar, where we're going to specify what the different prices are in the periods that we have defined. You can either select a season if you would already have created any date in a calendar season, or you can add a season. In every pricing line, we have the possibility to define the name of the season, the period from and to when it's valid. Mind you, you cannot have overlapping periods. The period it covers, per day, per week, per month. The price, whether it includes a commission, yes or no. If it were to not include a commission, then the gross price will be calculated automatically based on the commission rate that we've set there. It'll always refer back to the gross day price. So if you have pricing in weeks and months, it will still relate it back to a day price. This is important to be able to calculate pricing. At the end here, we find the possibility to edit, delete, and to put discounts. To edit, it basically pops up the window where I have all the details, where I can make changes and then save and even add more if I want to. The discounts allow me to add discounts for minimum stays, where you can apply percentages, for example, if somebody is staying for 14 days instead of 7 days. And obviously the delete is to delete a price.